What's good, guys? I'm Drew Corley with Functional Patterns. I'm back to talk to you about posture. We understand that when our muscles are tight, that can throw off the alignment of our skeletal system. So when the musculoskeletal system is out of alignment, that creates opportunity for compensation, dysfunction, injury, and pain. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we are discussing restoring posture. We've discussed the opening up the hip complex and taking that all the way down to our feet. Today, I'm back to talk to you about the medial portion of the tibia muscle. The medial portion of the tibia muscle is significant and relevant because for many people, they have a tightness here. And as you can imagine, when this muscle here is tight, it causes the ankle to turn out and then the arch turning in. So when your feet are on the ground and you look down, it's kind of like there's a bowl of soup at your feet. And I prefer my bowl of soup on the table, thank you very much. So I'm thinking to myself, how do I make sure that my ankles are lined up properly so that when I'm walking in my gait cycle, that I'm as efficient as I can possibly be? Length tension, that's the answer. So we're going to restore length tension to the medial portion of the tibia so that we can center that ankle, maintaining our center of gravity, our arch support system, and our general well-being. I'm going to use the theracane to release this muscle, and we'll take that down to the ground. Let's do it. All right, so before I even get that theracane, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. Now, this guy, I am going to put this portion into my armpit and use my pointer finger right at the ball. I like to support myself here in a way such that I can address this muscle group from the top of the knee to the ankle. So, or the top of this muscle, which happens to be at the knee, just so that we're clear. Now, we're also going back on the back side of the tibia. It's kind of the border of the shin muscle or the shin area. But if you find the back side of the tibia, you'll know it's tender. That's a good spot. Okay, let's go there. And here we go. So tuning into the breath. I'm going to set an intention to take my time and find all the areas in this muscle that need love and attention, and to go back to my breath. When I feel like I'm distracted or my mind has drifted, I'm going to tune back into my breath. I'm using the visualization technique, so I'm imagining this muscle lengthening and relaxing while I'm applying pressure, and of course, tuned into my breath. I'm working my way down towards the ankle. Found a spot right here. and all right, switching sides, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, armpit, pointer finger, and here we go. So, breath. And I'm leaning into this area and working my way down. When you get comfortable in this position and you've done this a little bit, you can also take this hand onto the cane and apply more pressure. It's an option. I don't think it's necessary, but once more, it's all about you. And so if this works for you, by all means, do it. Meanwhile, I really like this, and I found a spot, so we're talking about eliminating supination. The opposite of supination is pronation. So if you can imagine the ankle turning the opposite way, I'm going to do that now. It's a little bit of like an overcorrection. So if I put this ankle in overcorrection while I'm palpating the muscle to lengthen it, that will help. So then when, speaking of helping, I'm just going to tune into my breath for a second here. All right, so when we're taking that muscle and we're almost overstretching it, that also helps us. So I'm massaging it. It's the same thing we've been talking about with our active release. So I'm putting this ankle into, from supination to the opposite. Our good friend, pronation. And back. Working my way down. I'll do a little bit of active release there. This area feels pretty good. I'm tuning into my breath. And speaking of breath, I've been working to increase the parasympathetic breath in my body when I'm doing my myofascial release. And so we know that sympathetic is fight or flight, and then parasympathetic is relaxing, calming, nurturing. So I'm in a calming, nurturing spot, and I've been dealing with fight and flight all day. So how do I do that is by not focusing very much on the inhalation. I just inhale, and then I'm holding on to that inhalation. I'm slowly releasing my exhalation, and then at the bottom I'm holding it out a little bit. So by focusing my attention on the exhalation, I'm actually calming my body and bringing my breath into parasympathetic. So just something that I'm playing with while I'm working with my body. So that's where we're at. And that is how you release the medial portion of the tibia muscle. My name is Drew Corley with Functional Patterns. Remember, live intentionally, not habitually. I hope you like this video, subscribe to the channel. More than anything, take care of yourself. Thank you.